Come on. Testing, testing, testing. Welcome to the Crypto Boss YouTube channel. We got no one watching. That's great. Well, I know we do go live usually at 7 p.m. Central Time, so we are live an hour earlier. But I do want to talk about the markets really quickly. Maybe go live for 15-20 minutes. If there's some requests, I'll go live longer. But let's look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin right now is sitting at $37,467. The Fear and Greed Index is up from yesterday. I thought, well, no. Yeah, yesterday it was only at 66. Now we are at, it's looking like we're at 69 right now on the Fear and Greed Index. It is out of 100. So I am expecting a move higher on Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. But I am looking for a move to the upside on Bitcoin. So let's go, and I'll explain why right now. So I'm going to record this for whoever's not, watches this later. Testing, testing. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. We're going to start in the weekly time frame and move our way down. Weekly time frame is completely overbought, so let's be cautious about that. So the 3-day chart, I believe that's also overbought. It is. The daily chart is oversold, making a higher low. And if you really look at this, I see this as a flag. And I'm just going to keep it really simple. Hold on. This does not want to do it. To me, what is happening? This is so extra for no reason. All right, I figured it out. This is a flag. I know it's not perfect. Pretend like that's a straight line. That's a flag. That's a bull flag. Maybe I should just do... I was trying to make it easier, and it's not really being easier, so I'll just do regular lines, because that way you guys can probably understand what I'm talking about a lot easier. So that's a bull pennant that we're looking at right now. And this is so... It just does not want to work today. Your measure move to the upside out of this bull pennant is roughly $38,000. I was talking about this yesterday, but yeah, measure move is that's $41,000. I'm looking at the daily time frame, and I talked about a move to $38,000 yesterday, but now I'm looking at the daily time frame, and that would take you to $41,271. And I've talked about this move before back here, and we had the same measure move out of this bull pennant, and this is another bullish pattern, basically a continuation pattern. I'm still looking for the same measure move that I was looking for a few weeks ago, up to $41,300, just taking a while to happen, but slowly going up. It's in a nice uptrend. We can see that daily charts resetting for a higher low. So I really believe Bitcoin is about to make a move to the upside, based on the daily time frame. Now let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and look at that. 4-hour time frame is, if you really want to be honest about it, that is overbought, making a lower high. But again, you're at the top of the pattern. You might come to the bottom of the pattern one more time, down to 36,650, which is a few $100 lower, $800 lower, and then I would expect to bounce and make a move up to 41.3. And that could take all month, maybe into next year. But on the daily time frame, it does take a while. So that is what I'm looking at, though. The 4-hour time frame probably needs to come back down to the bottom of the pattern, and as long as you make a higher low, really anywhere above $35,800, that is a higher low and a continuation of the pattern. So 35.8, is that, did I say 35.8? 35.8 if you lose 35.8, this bullish pattern is over. So you could take a long right now, not financial advice. I wouldn't do it with the 4-hour being overbought, but you could take a long right now at 37.450 or 37.5, and you could have your stop loss right there at 35,800, and if it hits that level, it's probably going lower, and that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. If you hold 35.8, I'm looking for a move all the way up to 41.3 sometime in the next few weeks. The 1-hour chart for Bitcoin is also making a higher low, so the 1-hour chart wants to just tell you the 4-hour chart might go sideways and get a reset, and then you can go to the upside, but we'll see what happens. I think the 4-hour might dump you a few $100s to the downside, although as long as you stay above 36.8, we can look for a move to the upside. So that's kind of the key level to watch is $35,800, and yeah, I'm looking based on the daily time frame for a move to the upside on Bitcoin. Short-term time frames, I could see a move as low as 35.8. If you lose 35.8, I do see Bitcoin eventually hitting $33,300. With that being said, guys, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed this update, appreciate you hit the like, subscribe, hit the follow button if you guys are watching on TikTok, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So actually, Bitcoin looks really good to me. I'm still in my trade on Galfa. I got in at 40. This is going to be a long-term trade. And it did kind of make a move up. It hasn't made a new all-time high today, but yesterday it did. The 4-hour time frame is resetting, kind of going sideways. So really, this is like a bull flag that's trying to form here. If this thing holds 38 even, this is going to be a bull flag on the smaller time frames, like the 1-hour time frame, and you are going to be looking for another move to the upside on Galfa. It is at the top of the channel, so be cautious about that. But I am looking for Galfa, and if this doesn't happen, I'm going to stay in the trade. No stop loss. This is like an investment to me, but. Hold on. This is kind of what I'm looking at. A bull pennant. So you go from the top wick to the bottom wick, and your measure move is ridiculously high, but it's a micro cap coin. Remember, this market cap is just around the $41 million level. Measure move would take you to a new all-time high at 56, and that's what I'm looking at on Galfa. If we go to the 3-day time frame, it is at the top of the pattern, but the daily chart reset. This is the 3-day. The daily chart reset, and the daily chart is also getting moved to the upside, making a higher high already, and you're nowhere close to being overbought. So I could see this going to 56 before really getting overbought again on the daily. That would be a really bullish sign for Galfa. I got in at 40, basically at break even right now. We'll see what happens. If I go back to the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame for Galfa. Had a few moves up to 40, almost 42 earlier today, so it's looking good. How's it going, Kelsey? Thanks for joining. Make sure you hit the like. Appreciate that. I will look at XYO. I just need a like, though. So, anyways, appreciate that. So, if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below. And someone is requesting request, and I'm requesting some likes, and I'm getting that. So, thank you. I will look at that right now. Let me make sure there was no comments before that. I don't think there were. So. That's the only one I'm seeing is request. If you guys do have comments before that, just recomment it. So request is the first one. Then we will go look at XYO. All right, so request right now on the weekly time frame is. Oops, I'm gonna just record it for the heck of it. All right, so right now the weekly time frame is overbought on request, and this was a request from one of my viewers. The 3-day chart is overbought, coming down. The daily chart is oversold and making a higher low. The daily chart really needs to get above the 200-day moving average, which is currently at 9.5, we'll call it. So that is really the key level to break on request coin. Obviously, you have major support there, and really, yeah. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And I would also say that you really have support at that 8 level. 7.7 if you want to be exact. So that is what I'm looking at for request right now. You honestly have a downsloping resistance line as well. So you have to break this level. If I can draw this properly. We'll see if I can. That's what I'm looking at. You have to break this. That level right there, but maybe not really downsloping resistance. You've only had 2 touch points of it, but that is a level you have to break. You have to break the 200-day moving average right now on request, which is at 9, we'll call it, like I said. So that is kind of what I'm looking at for request coin. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, right now the 4-hour time frame is resetting, making a higher low, and it made a higher high just now, touching that trend line. So to me, you really have to break that 200-day moving average right there at. You could even call it 10 because you had to move all the way up to 10. You have to break 10 on request. 1-hour chart is making a higher low, so I like that. But the daily charts, 3-day charts overbought. Daily chart not so much. This could also be a somewhat of a cup and handle. That would be a really bullish pattern if that is what it is. That is something I would think about. Cup and handles are very bullish patterns, so. I'm trying to find my cup and handle pattern so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. That's what it's like a slanted cup and handle pattern, but then what you are looking for would be. Why did I just heard a beep. I don't know what that was. What the heck was that? Okay, I don't know, but this is a cup and handle, and then what you would kind of expect on a cup and handle would be like you would need the handle to form. So you form the cup, now you need the handle to form, and you can't make a new low when that happens. So it's not the best handle, but I hope you can understand what I'm trying to convey. Like, I don't know what TradingView is being really weird today. I don't know what's going on. But that's what I would expect. If you can hold 7.6, this can really form as a handle. If you lose 7.6, then I would negate the bullish pattern. But if this is a cup and handle, and if it plays out, your measure move would approximately be... Oh my God, what is happening? Your measure move would take you up to 11. So that's what I'm looking at for Request Coin. If you guys enjoyed this, appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe. And I'm going to end the video. That was kind of a disaster. I don't know what happened. A bull flag on what time frame? That looks bullish to me, but I don't think that's a bull flag. Yeah, that's not a bull flag, really. It's not no time frame that I looked at. I don't think that's a bull flag. So we'll look at XYO if we can get a like on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pass on it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for requests. It does look decently bullish, but it has to hold this level here at 6.667, and that is my update for that. I'm going to start going through some of these coins. Gallo looks bullish to me. It's about to get a golden cross on the daily time frame, so golden crosses are extremely bullish. I like that. 1000 Pepe 2, which is a scam coin. There's not enough data on the daily time frame to say what's going on. Wojak, another meme coin, scam coin that probably will never make a new all-time high, but you never know. Bull run might be crazy. I can't say that looks good to me either. Just go Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance I've never talked about this on a stream, but I'm gonna make a video about it. Testing. Welcome to the Crypto Boss Agent channel. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. I don't think I've ever made a video about it, but I do want to talk about it because when Bitcoin dominance is high, it means a lot of people are buying Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance is falling, that means people are selling their Bitcoin or they're buying altcoins, more altcoins than Bitcoin. So really in bull runs, you want Bitcoin dominance to be high, but then when you want an altcoin rally, to start the bull run, you need Bitcoin to go up. Because if Bitcoin doesn't go up, the overall market really won't, unless it's a complete shit coin. So you want Bitcoin dominance to really go higher in the bull runs, and then maybe you need consolidation. So then you want to see a consolidation like this, and when you see consolidation like this means people are selling their Bitcoin and buying altcoins, and that's why you see little altcoin rallies in the middle of a bull run. This is a falling wedge right now. It's not the most beautiful falling wedge on Bitcoin, or on Bitcoin dominance, but it is a falling wedge. You take your measure move from the top to the last low, and you can get your measure move out of this falling wedge. So if you are going to start making the move to the upside, which it looks like you're trying to do, it looked sketchy for a while, your measure move would take you up to 25.60. Now, the fact of the matter is the daily chart's already overbought, making a lower high, so you could see this just roll over again, and more money would go into alts, which is okay, but 3-day chart is ready to rock, though. Daily chart might make I don't know. Let's see if the daily can make a higher low now. The weekly time frame is also making a higher low. This chart tells me, based on the higher time frames, the daily doesn't look great, but the 3-day and the weekly time frame for Bitcoin dominance really tells me that short term, because of the dailies overbought, you could see a little bit more of a dump, and altcoins might have a rally over the next few days and maybe over the next week. But sometime later in the month of we're in November, sometime in early December, I really would expect, based on the 3-day and weekly chart for Bitcoin dominance, for the Bitcoin to really be bought up, and a huge move on Bitcoin looks like it's incoming, meaning a lot of alts could go sideways or bleed out while people do that, and then although Bitcoin goes to 40K, the entire market will probably pump. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin dominance. The 4-hour chart is also in a falling wedge. You could say, yeah, that's definitely a falling wedge. That's a more beautiful falling wedge than what we just looked at on the higher time frames. So Bitcoin dominance to me looks like it wants to boom, and if Bitcoin dominance goes up, usually Bitcoin is going to move to the upside. 4-hour chart looks beautiful for a move to 2220. With that being said, guys, that's all I got. I'm looking for Bitcoin to make a move to the upside later this month into December, and really my measure move is 41.3 on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. If you guys enjoyed this update, appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Okay. Thank you guys for the likes. I will look at Casper as well. Sorry if it paused. My phone battery says it's at 10%. So, Casper is the other request. Yeah. Welcome to the Crypto Boss Andrew channel. Let's look at Casper coin. Casper is going parabolic, made a new all-time high on the weekly time frame. I mean, on every time frame, made a new all-time high. 3 days overbought, weekly is overbought. Daily chart is trying to make it higher low. It probably will at this point. The 4-hour chart is looking good to me. That's kind of a rounded top. So short term, you could have your top in for a few weeks now. Who knows? Probably not, but at least a few days. 1-hour chart is oversold. But when you get a move like that up, you really do need to take profits, which is hard unless you're investing. If you're investing that's like a year or two out, then that's one thing. So I'm going to do a fib retracer. I never really do these, but I am going to do it for a massive move up like that. Your golden pocket that I could expect you to come back to on Casper coin is 8.5, and as low as it goes down to 7.4, we'll call it. So if you come down to what I say, the top was at 8.5, so 7.4 to 8.5. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw it move back to basically 8, and it's at 13 right now. So you're at the 236 fib right now, trying to hold that as support for the last few days, and if you could do that, that'd be great. But if you lose the level of 12, you are going to come all the way back to the 382, which is at 11.1. If you lose that, the 0.5 might be a little bit. I would expect you to come all the way back down to 9.1 because you have a CME gap there, or a gap there, I should say, and also the 0.5 fib doesn't hold much support. But then the 6.1 really. So I would expect if you lose a 382, you're going to probably come to the 6.1 at golden pocket at 7.4 to 8.5 and 7.4 to 8.5. That's what I'm looking at for Casper to possibly come as low as 8.5 cents, maybe even as low as 7.5. And if it loses 7.5, you can look for 6.7. With that being said, guys, that's all I got. I am looking for pullback on the higher time frames for Casper because it got so overbought. It's due for a pullback, and you're starting to see one on the 3-day chart, and 3 days is covering down as well. So you could even say that it's not going to go dump, but you could see on the higher time frames, you could expect maybe to see some sort of bull flag play out. You could come down to that golden pocket and still be bullish and still be in a bull flag and then get another move to the upside. With that being said, that's all I got. Short term, I'm seeing a pullback, but long term, this thing looks really bullish if you can hold 7.4 cents. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for that request. I actually do like what I'm seeing on Casper coin. And yeah. And Galfa is trying to flirt with 40 again. So I'll be back live Monday. Today's Saturday, right? No, it's Monday. Okay. I'll be back live Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you guys have any more requests, I actually do have to get going. I have a haircut in 10 minutes, so I got to get out of here. Thanks, guys, for joining. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you guys have requests for more coins, let me know in a comment on my video because I'll just have to do them later. But I appreciate the likes, the support, and I will see you guys in the next live stream on Saturday.